And new this morning, a rare look at life inside North Korea. Our partners at the BBC News spoke with residents living in North Korea who detailed vivid accounts of food scarcity and starvation following the country's isolation policies and sealing of its international borders during the COVID-19 pandemic. So we're joined now by BBC News Seoul correspondent Jean Mackenzie, who spent a month secretly communicating with people living in North Korea. Jean, good morning. The reporting is excellent. I know we're not going to have enough time to talk to you, so let's just get right into it. You spoke to 3 people in North Korea. Give us sort of a snippet of who they are and how they describe life inside that country.
So these are 3 people. We really can't tell you much about them because we are doing so much at the moment to protect their identity, because if the government knew that they had spoken to us, there is really a good chance that they could be killed. But what they told us was that food is so scarce now that all of them are having to go without, that all of them are hungry. And let's be clear, this is not people who were struggling with food before the country shut its borders 3 years ago. Before then, they were telling us that they had enough, but now they don't. And 2 out of the 3 people we spoke to said that the food situation was now so bad that their neighbours had starved to death. The other thing that we were surprised by that people were telling us is how afraid they all are now of the government, that the regime appears to be tightening its grip over its people. You know, it is increasing punishments, it is increasing crackdowns, there are new laws, and this is meaning that people now don't feel they can take a single step out of line. So what this means is that at a time when people are struggling and they do not have enough food to feed themselves and their family, they don't feel able to do the small things they were doing before to try and get by, so selling things on the side or perhaps smuggling things over the border from China. So they really now feel stuck in a desperate situation.
Right. What you get from your reporting is if you thought things in North Korea were bad before and you didn't think they could get any worse, they can. But let me ask you this. How concerned should the international community be by North Korea's food insecurity?
So we've put our findings and these testimonies to a number of experts to have them analyse them, and the thinking is that this is not widespread starvation yet. We're not talking about a famine, so the sort of food shortages that North Korea incurred back in the late 1990s when it had that awful famine that killed as many as 3 million people, we think. But clearly food is short at the moment, and by sealing its borders, the authorities have stopped food for a long period from even being allowed to cross that border and into the country. Now we know that they have started importing some grain from China, but we think it's too early to have reached people yet, so it won't be making an impact. But by closing its border, there are no aid agencies in the country now. There is no international aid. So to get that flowing again, which would actually ease the situation, Kim Jong-un would need to decide to open the border, and he doesn't appear to be willing to do that yet.
So listen, we're just touching the surface here, and I'm going to do something that sort of I probably should do, but I encourage people to seek out your coverage on, BBC News' website, because it's really good. As I was listening to your report, I kept on thinking to myself, how did they do this? Logistically, how are you able to talk to these people?
So it is impossible to speak directly to people in North Korea, and that is because they are totally forbidden from speaking to people outside the country. So what we had to do was work with an organisation in South Korea that has this network of sources inside the country, and we worked with these sources to be able to find the people who were willing to talk to us, and then we had to really work closely with the sources to be able to get our questions to the people, and then they relayed the answers over many months in multiple messages. So we had to break these answers down and almost drip feed the information back out of the country in such small fragments, because we didn't want anything to be intercepted that might be able to identify any of these people.
The tales are heartbreaking, but it's important for people to listen and to know what's happening there. Jean, thank you very much.
Thank you.